Lana, please take the roll.
Weigel.
Here.
Davish. Berry. Moran.
Here.
Parker. Here. Singer.
Here.
And Gould. You
Here.
do have a quorum.
Don, would you lead us in the pledge?
Absolutely, sir.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. One of these times I'm going to scream out under God.
Go get him, Doc.
Okay, we have the minutes from August 2nd for approval.
So moved. Second.
Moved in second. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Old business, Will County freight policy. There was an RFQ that went out, I can report to you, and then we're getting together, when is it, Ron? Wednesday.
Tomorrow at
Tomorrow.
11 o'clock.
To review that, so that'll be the first day that the committee meets tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock. So we'll take that up and then we'll report back what happens after the findings of that meeting. There's no other old business today. Under new business, we have resolutions granting county aid in construction of a bridge over a tributary to Prairie Creek on Shear Road as petitioned by Green Garden Road District, County Board District 2.
So moved.
Moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Second. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Secondly, we have providing title commitment reports for use by the county from Wheatland Title Guarantee Company for Shanahan-Nooka Road over the I&M Canal, County Board District 6, using county's allotment of MFT funds. Moved.
Second.
Second. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 3, authorizing the Will County State's Attorney's Office to proceed with condemnation cases regarding the county's improvements on Laraway Road at Cedar Road, County Board District 12.
So moved.
Moved.
Second.
Second. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Bruce,
Go ahead, Corey.
which corner? Is that the northeast?
It's the intersection.
Okay.
And that's where we're working with the Village of New Lenox from Laraway Road north to Spencer Road. They will take over jurisdiction once it's completed. Big project, 5-lane intersection.
I just didn't know if there was a particular corner.
No, this is all the parcels, and the reason we're doing this doesn't inhibit us from moving forward with the negotiations. We just are taking this forward, so if the negotiations fall through.
I think it's kind of standard.
Yep.
Okay, any other questions of Bruce? We'll move on then. 4th, authorizing approval of a professional services supplemental agreement for design engineering services Phase 2 with Transsystems for roadway and appurtenant work on Arsenal Road from Baseline Road to Magnolia Lane using county's allotment of RTA tax funds, County Board District 6.
So moved.
Moved. Second. Bruce, any comment?
No, what I'd like to just explain to the committee, the reason we're having to do this supplement is because of the revised, or I should say the amended impact study with Arsenal Road. Originally, the impact study showed that they would be utilizing for the intermodal at Joliet, they'd be utilizing Brandon Road. And it's since been removed from the truck access. So now we're revising the design from Brandon to Baseline Road to show that impact.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 5, authorizing intergovernmental agreement for the installation and maintenance of flashing school zone signs at Lincolnway Central High School on Schoolhouse Road, County Board District 12.
So moved.
Second.
Moved in second. Ray?
Yeah, I just have a comment. First of all, I'd like to thank the staff. They worked diligently to make sure that this was put on the agenda in a timely manner. We had a situation out there when Lincolnway closed one of their schools, they forced all the children from Mokina into Lincolnway Central. Trying to make a left turn. Now, typically, all the students would make a right turn because they all lived south of town and west, and it was never an issue. Just recently, I received numerous phone calls, and that's when I got the principal from Lincolnway Central on board. We decided we put signs out there. The staff put signs up right away warning the oncoming traffic that there's students exiting. And we felt we needed to do a little more, so we're coming forward with this intergovernmental agreement for flashing lights. However, we understand the proximity of the exit, the turn lane. The exit going north is so close to Route 30 that IDOT most likely won't put a light there. But I'm wondering if the committee, if possible, could take a look at it. I mean, I'm not really sure the process of how we go about doing this, but we really need something more safe for those students exiting there, and I'm not really sure what we can do from a legal standpoint from IDOT. But if there's anything this committee could look at in the future, it would be much appreciated to try to help those residents out.
Go ahead. Who's next? Corey, do you have something? Go ahead.
Bruce, we talked about this years ago. I just don't remember how. what the
Yeah,
use
this
of it
access is an old access that's been there for, well, since the school's been in. And since then, they've made a parking lot for the students on that north side of the intersection. With that being said, there's, I don't know how many students park there, but it's a pretty large parking lot. And I think it even wraps around where you can get to 30 or...
Yes. So part of the problem is that if you go just north of that entrance, there's a blank curve and they got an overpass with it. I mean, it's a pretty dangerous.
Here's my question. I mean, clearly there's an appeal, I mean, I understand the quarter mile rule, I get all this, I understand all that, but there's clearly an appeals process, because when you are in Chicago, or if you are in a lot of other urban areas, I mean, in places in Texas, in Dallas, there's a stoplight every 18 feet, you know, so there's got to be an appeal process to, you know, create a justification for a stoplight, you know, within a certain period of the space. How do we go about going through this process so that we could have another group, you know, in a sense, support a cause to achieve it? So in the event that an accident occurred there and someone sued us and said we made it more unsafe because we put the light there, that we had, you know, some backup from, you know, a study perspective.
Well, a couple of things. We can do traffic counts out there to see what, in fact, the volumes are of the intersection. But has there been any discussion with Lincolnway and the New Lenox PD as far as, because I think it's only like a couple, 3 hours a day, in the morning when they're coming to school, and in the evening when they're letting out. So it could so happen that within that time period, maybe they could get traffic control with the New Lenox PD to get the kids in and out.
Yeah, I believe the school is doing that right now. After I spoke with the principal, they are working with their own school individuals and PD to try to help, you know, in the entrance and the exiting of the students in the afternoon. The issue comes when there's a tremendous amount of kids that obviously are in sports and athletics, and once the school lets out, all the other kids are still at the school, and then they're forced to, you know, try to negotiate that left-hand turn with, you know, coming out of that blind curve and with the people coming north on Schoolhouse. So it is, I understand it's a difficult situation. I understand the rules of IDOT. I have been in communication with the principal at Central, and we're hoping that he actually makes the move as well with his school board. I just wanted to mainly come here today and say thanks for the hard work on the flashing light. Thanks to staff, they were able to put that through real quick. But I would like to continue it if the school does, you know, formally ask for that request. I'd like to see what we could do to help the improvement of that intersection.
Yeah, I think we should do whatever we can. I mean, you do have inexperienced drivers, so to speak, you know, which is, you know, another factor you have to consider there. Did all of Mokina end up going from north to central?
So what happened was almost all of Mokina now got moved from east to central. So in the past, all the kids that lived north of Central were all routed over to Lincolnway West pretty much, majority of them. But, so they never really had an issue with these student drivers turning left, and the school, the population of the school was such where most people parked in the other lots, so it was easy to ride up a 30. Now, with a lot of individuals getting forced over to the west or the eastern lot, or right off of Schoolhouse, now those kids are trying to make that left turn right there.
Okay. So will you be following up then with the school?
Yeah, I'll be following up at the school.
Okay, and then could you maybe report back to us so that we could just sort of take this next step?
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you, Ray.
Yep.
We have a motion, a second. I think we need a vote, right, Lana? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Director of Transportation discussion. Bruce?
Mr. Chairman, as you said briefly, the RFQs for the freight study have gone out, and we've received them as of 2 o'clock Thursday afternoon, and the committee convenes tomorrow morning. If any of you are interested, if you're available, it's at 11 o'clock. I know Mr. Gould and Mr. Moran are on the committee. If those of you that would like to come to the meeting and hear the discussions, and from this point, we'll make a decision on who the interviewees will be. There were 6 RFQs that were submitted. Decision will be made on who we will interview for the potential consultant for the study.
Very good, very good. Yeah.
That's all I have.
Anything else? That's all today?
Yes, sir.
State's Attorney's Office?
Nothing tomorrow, this month.
Okay. Work reports, Ray, any comment today?
On our report, if there's any questions, I'll do my best to answer them.
Any questions for Ray today? Hearing none. Reports by committee members. Anybody on the committee ever would like to comment on? Matt, Don, Tom, Corey? All righty. Anyone from the general public wish to address the committee? Public comments? I have no other announcements other than the freight meeting tomorrow. Any need for an executive session, Bruce?
No, sir.
No? Okay, then we're in line to adjourn.
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Who starts meetings when we do something?